I couldn't stop myself. I couldn't. Believe me, I tried. I tried very much to stop myself from making a video, but I couldn't. I couldn't stop myself. My YouTuber instinct was telling me to make a video. Make a video now. Now. You got to. You can't stop this urge. I'm back from the small little break that I had. So, I didn't tell anyone I was going on a break because, well, I kind of wanted to take a break. And, there were a couple times I really wanted to make a video, but I just couldn't take it anymore. Making a YouTube video is just in my blood. I couldn't take it. I'm sorry for not posting any videos recently. But now I'm here. I'm doing a What If Gohan. Well, What If Gohan's Naruto's reincarnation. Because why not? I need to get this urge off my shoulders. I need to release myself from this pain I'm feeling of not making a video. So let's start. How would I put this in good use? Yeah, there's many chances that I want to say. So I'm gonna put this in the best way I could. So Gohan was Naruto's reincarnation. So he would have Naruto's techniques and all of Naruto's strongest attacks, everything from the large chakra reserves to the last shadow clone. I mean, downright everything, except for the orange. That's still kind of put aside. He also will have Kurama, but he doesn't know about this part. So how would I explain this? So Gohan's rage, more like rage spikes, would be kind of powerful. So I'm gonna twist it every time he does go into a rage, and just go on a rage, have the rage boost. He would release some of Kurama's chakra. Just some, not tails worth that would show any difference in its appearance. Just where he gets a boost of strength. No facial difference or anything else. Just like the normal Saiyan rage boost. But there's going to be some times what I'm going to do is, during Piccolo's death, I would say at least this were the first, that was the second rage boost we see of Gohan, and probably the biggest was the rageful Masenko. And let's just say during that moment, his facial expression would change. So his hair would start to spike up. Not as a Super Saiyan-like spike up, it just starts to spike, become more feral. It'll slightly spike up, but becoming more feral. And as he will start to grow fangs and fangs. And he starts to grow claws too. And his eyes start as this pure black eyes will be turned into bright crimson eyes with a black slit. Then he would have 3 five thickened whiskers. So he would still do that version of Senko and all that stuff. So most of the series is going to go by canon. If anything ever gone to a rageful beat down on some Z Fighter's enemies. That would be, but basically him using Kurama's chakra. Kurama is not really, well, I guess I could say, Kurama's awake. He just can't contact Gohan because, well, the link has to be stronger, and he needs at least a tail's worth for Gohan to tap into that chakra for them to actually talk. And Gohan hasn't wanted that much chakra. Gohan's pretty strong as his own. So, yeah. Now, the next thing would happen is, yeah. So, everything during the Cells, Saiyan Saga and the Namek Saga would go to pretty much same. Garlic Jr. Saga would go the same as well. The Android Saga or the Cell Saga would go different. During Gohan and Goku's training in the Hyperbolic Time Chamber. Now, it's a point where Gohan just achieves Super Saiyan at least. And now, because Gohan is a Super Saiyan, and Super Saiyan is mostly a transformation that feeds off of rage, and is caused by rage, and the more rageful emotions, it will be more wild out. So let's say a bit of Kurama's chakra would always be on when the Super Saiyan transformation is activated. Not tails worth, but a very decent percentage. Gohan's face would change. Goku wouldn't really see that until he saw his son's face when he looked up saying, "Alright, does this look fine?" As Gohan says, Goku is surprised by his son's face and his features. He still has the Super Saiyan kind of look, but his hair is more feral than a regular Super Saiyan. There's edged corners where more this strands of hair comes out, and a lot more spiky than usual. And more bangs and more hair. His hair will be like twice as tall, 3 times spiky here than it would be in Super Saiyan. A few more spikes here and there. Just imagine them brushing out like a crazy Pomeranian, like Bakugo's hair. It was out and feral, really feral. Not sleek as a Super Saiyan's hair. So yeah, Goku would think, I can feel Gohan's ki. It's like the normal Super Saiyan, but it's different. I can feel his energy. It's like something purely dark inside of him. It's not fully opened yet, but I can feel the bunch of energy deep within him just waiting to be released. Dad? Goku will say, yeah, you're fine, Gohan. Now, as they would battle, the facial features would disappear eventually during their training, and Goku would see this, and he'll think, the features are gone. Gohan's hair looks a lot more calmer. His face looks normal. So, Goku would keep an eye on this, as he would see Gohan might have more power than they all thought. And that's when, during more of the training, Gohan would show a small glimpse of Super Saiyan 2. And after that small glimpse, would fall unconscious. Now, very much, Goku was saw that glimpse, and he would see that Gohan's the very one that needs to defeat Cell. The only one that can defeat Cell, really. As Gohan's unconscious, this is when Gohan's body would start to twitch. Goku would look, and as he would see his son start to get up. As his son starts to get up, his body would start to, to change. And as his nails, the gloves on the Saiyan gloves would have nails, and as Gohan's black hair would be more feral, just like how it was in Super Saiyan. And as his feral hair, and as Gohan will look at Goku with crimson slit eyes, with defying thickened whisker marks. And as Gohan would do a snarl, snarling at Goku as he'll be completely on all fours, and as he'll completely just rush right at Goku and attack him. Goku would be confused and he'll start to dodge Gohan's attacks. Gohan, come on, focus. And as Gohan would go for his right to completely decapitate his head, Goku's easily able to dodge this. Goku thinks he can't even hear me. He's acting like a wild animal. As Gohan will start to emit this, and as this energy will start to pour out, and as something starts to come out of Gohan, and as Goku sees this aura, and as this aura would start to bubble, and as it bubbles, it will start to cover Gohan's body as it covers Gohan's body like a cloak. Shit, as an animal, Goku could see it. It kind of looks like a wolf or a fox, but it seemed that more longer ears and the tail. He would pursue this as a fox. That's kind of shroud. Gohan would look at his father, and his whisker marks would be more defiant, and as his fangs would be a lot more larger, and his claws would be a little bit longer as well. And he'll have a way more feral kind of look. It'll be more like Shippuden, how Naruto's kind of pretty pissed off. I don't know why there would be black lips, though. His lips would go black. I guess they would. Makes him look scarier. As Goku would completely see this as Gohan is snarling and growling, not even controlling himself. This aura is just covering him. Goku thinks, okay, I gotta put a stop to this. And as Gohan would rush at him with like incredible speeds, Goku would dodge a punch at least, but the tail would come at him. As he's hit by the tail, he would be burned. This cloak is protecting Gohan, but it can also hurt his opponents. With this cloak, it's covering Gohan's body like a shell. Now this is when this cloak would start to retreat back in his body. Gohan would start to hold his head, and as it would retreat back to his body, as his face would turn normal. As he'll fall unconscious once more. Goku would wait a bit, and he would see that his son's truly unconscious. As he'll go up to him and say, "You showed me so many things, Gohan. You showed me two things. Another level of Super Saiyan, but also something else deep within you. You have what it takes to be Cell. I know it. I just need you to give you a bit. You just need a bit of help controlling it." So Goku would still get the idea of staying in a Super Saiyan form, but he would also try to think of a way to, well, get this cloak kind of power under control. And Gohan's now gets mine. He's looking around and his Gohan's wondering why it's so dark in here. As he'll be walking around and as he'll find this huge place. And it'll be a huge ass cage right in front of him. The bars are huge. This is bigger than anything else he has ever seen. Bigger than the Rosario that the Saiyans become when they look at the full moons or tails. Gohan would see this, and as an eye would open, a crimson slit eye will look down Gohan as it would say, Naruto, you have finally come back, haven't you? Gohan would be completely terrified by this. And as he'll look right back at this huge beast, this huge eye. And as the shadows are to slowly subside, and as it would show a giant 9-tailed fox, almost about 100 meters of Gohan is estimating, as this giant fox would look down Gohan as it would say, Naruto, do you remember me? Who are you? So you don't remember me? Well, I am Kurama. Kurama? So Gohan would sort of scratch his head and he'd Kurama. Why did that sound so familiar? I haven't heard it from anyone, but it's so familiar. It's like I know who you are, but I just don't know who you are. And that's when a flash would happen, and as Gohan was to hold his head, what is this? As everything was to come back to him, memories, something that he never seen, a boy, spiky blonde hair and whisker marks, and as he would have that same smile of the Sun family. And as Gohan would realize that's him. That's himself. And as he would say, Kurama, so you finally remembered. Good. I thought you died after the 4th grade. The 4th grade should not be war. What about the others? They're in here somewhere, resting. I don't know where they are. They're asleep right now. Dara, Sasuke, Sakura. Kurama would look down to Gohan and he would say, they're all dead. Gohan would have tears in his eyes. I failed to stop Kaguya. I failed to save my world. Then don't fail here. I have caught up to the time of this world and what's going on. That bin cell has enough power to destroy this world. Don't fail, Naruto. You better not, or else this world will die as well. Gohan will say, I won't. So, do I still have the key? Yes, you do. You have all your ninjutsus. But it's kind of hard to set your chakra back. They're a lot larger than last time. Do I still have 6 paths chakra? Yes, it's grown in the time that you've been asleep. It's been locked. Enough to last us a good amount of years. The sage is giving us minutes to new 6 paths. So we have Ender and Ashura chakra. Really? Mm-hmm. And what about Kaguya? Did she? Grandma would say, I don't know about her. I think she'd die after the ceiling. But after that, you were killed. You and Sasuke were killed as well. But also, Sasuke's Sharingan was given to you. Really? Yes. I would tell you not to use it right now. Because it could have put a side effect on your body. First, wake up. I'll open your chakra coils to your chakra once more. You'll feel the flow of Indra and Astra chakra in your own and mind. And also, you'll feel something else. And sage and six paths chakra as well. Wow. Because my chakra is so large, it's gonna change your body a bit. Just a bit? There's this monkey tail I seen. I'm gonna change it a bit. That's the same tail that is turned into a giant monkey. It doesn't suit you right, Kurama says in a snarl. Oh, what's wrong? Because monkeys might be stronger than you big overgrown furball. Shut up. Wake up, you're the buffoon of a father that's brainless. Is coming around. Okay. And also, don't tell him about us. You can tell him about all the powers and everything else, but not about the memories. You can tell him about me and the other Bijus, but not about the memories. Got that? You don't want me to completely hide it? No. He's your father. I trust him. Pure of heart. And really, he's a goofball. What's the worst he can do? So do I still have... So our chakra's still linked. So can we enter... Yes. We can still enter chakra mode. Cool. Okay, get out, Kurama says as he kicks Gohan out the mindscape. Gohan would wake up and he's like... Goku would say, hey, Gohan. Yeah, you kind of blacked out, son. After your, surprising or good spar. I did? Oh, sorry, Dad. There's something I gotta tell you. So Gohan would tell Goku about everything except for the memories. But his powers that he just achieved, they just got back deep within. Goku would be surprised by this, and as well, Gohan would tell him about Kurama and all the Bijus. But keeping everything out from him being he was from another world. Another universe. But yeah. Goku would scratch his head and say, beats me. You're okay, Gohan. Goku would look at his son as he would ruffle his hair. Thanks, Dad. And also, I think... Do you think he still beats Cell? I think so. But I'm gonna let your, chakra open up again before we start training again. Okay. So, once Kurama opens his coils up, the changes almost immediately. Gohan's body will start to bulk up a bit. And his hair will become his hair would, you get a bit more, his hair will become a bit more spikier. And this is when 2 fox ears would appear right up of his head. And 9 fox tails right behind him. Coming up from the very rear of his, where the sand tail would have been. But 9 tails of fox, like tails. Gohan would say, Kurama, was that supposed to be the change? Yes, as Kurama says in his mind. You stupid furball. I don't want fox ears and tails. Oh, I haven't unleashed this much chakra in a long time. So I've gathered a lot. I had to put it somewhere. And this much chakra running through your body and the DNA that you have is going to change all my chakra anyways. Okay. So Gohan and Goku start to train once more. As the train would keep on going, and they would head out the hyperbolic time chamber. As they head out, everyone would feel the big difference. They would see Goku. Goku would be almost around very, 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 very close. I won't say around. Let's say he was around the strength of Gohan at the time during the original Cell games. Full power Gohan. Full power Gohan at Super Saiyan during the Cell games. And Gohan is around the strength of at least Majin Vegeta. Just heavily, heavily, heavily suppressed. So around adult Gohan strength after the 7 years of training. After the 7 years have passed. So his power level is pretty low, but it's still higher than Goku's. Well, I wouldn't say higher. Yeah, I would say higher. Even though Gohan at that time was weaker. Good. Just so many times it was very confusing. Okay. As everyone would see that Goku is a lot stronger than before, but the change that the surprise that will be is Gohan. Gohan's completely different from before. His energy, it's so much. It's like he's holding it back. It's a lot. They can feel it. Just the raw power. But the thing that they look at, seeing 2 fox ears and 9 fox tails. Yes, they are. I guess blonde. Because Chroma's fur is orange like red. It looks more orange. I'm just gonna say the tails are more like an orange like yellow or gold. Because Super Saiyan around the 1900s was Super Saiyan around 19. When was that time? Hang on, I remember. It was 1994. That time that was around timeline of the Cell games and Dragon Ball Z, and that was right after Godzilla Destroyer. Godzilla Destroyer came out a year before. So around, let's imagine it, super golden tails with a bit of tint of orange in them. Same with the fox ears as well. And I guess with his hair as well. As they would all see Gohan in his Super Saiyan like transformation. It wouldn't look like this anymore. It would more like this. His hair is uncontrollably feral. Gohan would very much, hi guys, and as he'll be more of a, his attitude would be a bit more different, not as the normal Gohan that went into the chamber. Let's just say it's from the same attitude of the same Gohan from the Cell Saga, but with a bit of, okay, he has both attitudes of himself and Naruto. This, just to put that clear. And as Gohan would come in his mouth saying, "Hey, Mr. Piccolo, how's it going?" It was Mr. Piccolo, "Gohan, your appearance." Oh, uh, yeah, it's hard to explain. Gohan would say to Piccolo, and as Vegeta would say, "Kakarot, how strong are you?" Don't know. Now, this is when they would catch up, and Goku would say, "So, he's doing a tournament, huh?" And as they're all waiting for his answer, kinda sounds like fun. Krillin would look at Goku like, huh? Are you kidding me? Fun? Yeah, what's wrong? Krillin would say, "Do you know this is Cell, right? He's way more powerful than any of us." Mm-hmm. Now, they would all kind of, but I believe we'll be fine. So, everything would go pretty decent. Vegeta would ask, "So, how strong are you?" I'm strong. You're strong, but not strong enough. Not stronger than me, anyways. Oh, I'm way stronger than you. I knew this from the very beginning I came out. And everyone would be kind of surprised that Goku says he's completely stronger than Vegeta. And Vegeta is very, very pissed. He's like, this clown surpassed me? I just had the power greater than anyone here. And this clown surpassed me? How? Vegeta yells. How did you surpass me? Yeah, I surpassed you, but Gohan's kind of the one that surpassed all of us, really. Vegeta will look at Gohan as he will sense his power in this. Vegeta will just be in shock of the raw energy. He's being held back very well, but he can feel it. It's so much. Gohan would smile, saying, sorry about that. As he'll scratch his head. Vegeta like, Tch. Just like Sasuke. Gohan would say, "Okie dokie. So, what do we do?" So, do you think he beat him, Goku? Think he beat Cell? I'm not so sure. So, Goku would still go out there and check on Cell, just like the original, and check his power. And unlike this, the last, the original, Cell would actually be more likely training. As he's training, he would have felt the power like the chamber, because he would have kept an eye on the Z Warriors. He's not stupid. I know he's not. He knew that they had some sort of plan to defeat him. He wanted to completely break their hopes. So he let them do that training. But Cell wanted to completely break their hopes, so he would use the same power, but he'll train and he'll even be stronger than ever before. Now, Cell would basically say, "Well, Goku, welcome to my arena. This is where it all lays in. The fate of the earth. Are you ready?" "I'm ready." Are you? I know I'm ready. And so, would smile. See you in 10 days. Then, see ya. As Goku would instant transmission out of there. Now, Goku would say, alright, gotta go. Bye! And as Goku and Gohan would instant transmission out of there as well. Now, as they headed to Master Roshi's place, they would appear, and as the door would open, there's Bulma and Roshi would look in as hiya. As Master Roshi was like, your power, it's amazing. Thanks. Was Tien on? No, I don't remember him being there. I'm just gonna say he was on. Kame. He's at Kame House. So Tien would be like, your energy, it's so powerful. I can't believe it. And as they'll look to Gohan, and they'll see he's completely changed. He's so different. His hair is more feral, and they'll see he has fangs and tails and ears, and his eyes are a greenish reddish with a slit. He would wave his hand, hiya, and as to see he has claws. Completely, then they're being surprised. They would all kind of like look, Gohan, you look different. Yeah. Bulma would say, so adorable. And as she would go up to Gohan and start to pet his head like a dog, Gohan would say, oh God, no. And as she would start to play with the ears and the tails, Goku would laugh. That's something. And as Chi-Chi would come down saying, Goku, Gohan, and as she would see her son and her husband, as she would completely kind of just look baffled. Not at Goku, but at Gohan. Gohan is completely different. She did not expect this. She knew they were at training, but he looked completely different. She said, Gohan? My sweet Gohan. Goku was like, Chi-Chi? My baby boy, as she would faint. Gohan and Goku like, Mom, Chi-Chi? And I still quickly go to her side and, I think that was a bit too much. Yeah. As she would eventually wake back up, and as she'll look at her son, and she'll say, Gohan, why do you have this look? Why do you have ears and tails? I demand you to cut them right now. Mom, and as she'll start to pull the ears and pull them. As she pulls them, very much goes like, ow, please stop. That hurts. Ow. And as she would look at the ears, and she would think that this is part of the same biology, but as she's pulling them, her son's whining and flinching in pain, as she would realize they're part of him. They're sensitive, just like I was saying. Tail is about a lot more sensitive. And she'll see that she's hurting her son as she'll stop pulling on his ears. Wait, she would say, this is not part of the sand genes. Gohan would say, no, this is something else. Now he would starts to do these weird hand signs, and as he says something, and as a poof of smoke, and as a small fox, 9 tails or so, and as it would say, "Greetings, humans," and as they would all like be baffled, except for Goku, who's seen this little fox. "Oh, hey, Karamba," Goku would say. "Hello, Goku. How are you?" And as Karamba would explain why Gohan or Naruto is like this, and he will completely tell the whole truth, because he kind of got tired of holding everything, telling how that he was treated in this other world. Chi would be kind of pissed, very, very pissed. But knowing that Gohan in the other world had loving parents that sacrificed themselves for his life, was very, very happy for them, hoping that maybe one day they can probably revive them, if that's a possibility. She'll say they hate you for something that you couldn't control. Goku was saying, "I didn't know it was that bad. I'm fine now. Like, I was young. I had to deal with it anyways. It's a matter of the cold glares. I'm kind of used to it anyways." So Gohan will say, "Wait, are these? No matter what, those are sensitive to your body. The ears and tails. You can rip them out as much as you want. Those will they'll just grow back. You can't get rid of them. They're a part of you forever. With me, with you, and forevermore. As long as the day till you die, I'm a part of you. Well, you age a lot slower anyways. And I kind of almost made you immortal. You what? You can reform after a couple years if you ever do die. But you'll age back 2 to 3 years every time you do. You kidding me? If I do die, I'm gonna age back? Yes. Well, that's a bummer." Gohan will look at his mother and says, "Sorry. As long as you have your best friend. And what about the other Bijus? They're somewhere in there. I don't know if they're gonna wake up eventually or soon. They'll probably wake up eventually." As he scratches his head, as Chi starts to touch him again, just playing with his ears. "I think I can allow this. But they're so soft. Mom, no. Please don't. One condition. You're still gonna do your studies. But you must get your pets as well." "Pets? I won't be pet like a dog." "Too bad," Chrome says in his mind. "Now, you stupid furble, this is your fault." "I'm sorry," as Chrome says sarcastically. As, well, the very much 10 days would, well, yeah, 10 days would be spent just like the original, by literally doing nothing. Just relaxing. Now, Gohan, unlike relaxing, like his father, would have worked on some things. He would have gotten some metal and other things. And also, somehow, Kurama did catch his jumpsuit. He just crumbled and tell him how he did, but he kept it. And also, he kept the headband as well. Gohan will look at the headband as, I'm gonna put this on eventually, but I don't know when. As he'll just now start to make, as he'll look, and as then he'll say, "Okay, time to start making some things." "What are you doing?" "I gotta make stuff. I don't have all my equipment." all I do is fight with my fists and use my ki blast, use ki to attack. But I also need to get my ninja weapons back. So you would start to make, well, ninja items. Like ninja tools, giant shurikens, uh, kunais, paper bombs, smoke bombs, shuriken, wiring, everything that was in the shinobi world. He'd at least have them. And he would have a, a bunch of them after the after the not time of it. And for on the very last day, till the Soul Games arrived, he would have made 3-pronged kunais with his followers. Well, Jutsu, the Flying Thunder God, or the Raikiri. That's not Raikiri. I forgot what it's called. I'm just gonna call it Flying Thunder God because that's all I want to call it. It sounds better. And he would also try out some ninjutsus like Shadow Clones and Sengon. But he wouldn't do any of his other jutsus because they're a bit destructive. He would try Sage Mode, and the world of this world has a bit more nature. So he'll be very powerful and yeah, that's so the day of the settlement would arrive finally, and Chi would say, "Stay safe." And as Goku says, "Come on, Gohan, hurry up." Gohan's packing things as he's putting on his, let's just say, he has his pouch, some kunai holders, some paper bombs here and there, like the normal shinobi supplies. And he'd have a lot of 3-pronged kunais. And as he would stab the ground with one kunai, as Goku would say, "What's that for?" As Gohan would flash away, and as Chi and Goku would be surprised, is that the instant transmission? As Gohan would flash back, as it works. Okay, no, that's the Flying Thunder God I told you about. Just like instant transmission. Yep. As this is when Gohan would teleport. And as they teleported, Gohan would throw kunai to Dende and he'd say, "Can you put that somewhere?" Dende, who already knows about the technique, would smirk, saying, "Yeah." As he would put it on a tree, stab it into a tree, because what else can you do with it? As Gohan has billions of these kunais. He made it for 10 days in chakra metal, and he knows how to make it because he just used 66 paths. He has almost infinite chakra. Now, this is when everyone will say, "Oh, we're all ready." And Piccolo will say, "Gohan, why do you have knives from thy other world? Weapons that you used in your past life?" Yep, very useful. With this kunai, in the ceiling, I can travel almost anywhere if I put it down. That's nice. So they would disappear and appear right on the battlefield, where the Cell games arrived. As Cell would say, "So you're finally here." Took you long enough, Cell says. Now, shall we get started? Gohan and Han look at his father. Says, so what are we gonna do? I'll go first, Goku says. As Cell would look at Goku and says, you know, if I win and beat you, you beat everyone else, the Earth is going to be destroyed, right? Yeah. Gohan would. Huh? What is he doing? Kurama says, I don't know, but he has an idea, or something at least. And I think it involves you, Naruto. Okay. Now, Goku would say, alright. As Goku would, who would, start battling with Cell, just like the original. It'll basically, be the same. The arena will be destroyed, and, well, Goku would say, alright, I forfeit. And as they would all be surprised, and Gohan would say, Dad, why did you forfeit? Well, because you're next. Huh? As he'll give a blank stare and says, wait, why me? You got the best chance of beating him, Gohan. You gotta beat him. He has so many techniques, so many moves. He hasn't used in many years. It could be effective on Cell. You can do it. Gohan, who would look at his father seriously, say, yeah, I'll go in. This is when Piccolo would say, Gohan, are you sure you want to do this? Gohan would take off the cape and would have a mesh shirt under, because he would have made that. Said, yeah. And as he would fly right over there, and as the what's the guy? That guy, his name, the TV guy, he was a child that entered the arena to face Cell. A child with fox ears and a tail? 9 tails? What an interesting boy. Is this a cosplayer or what? Cell would look at Gohan and he'll say, so you're what Goku was talking about. I didn't think about the fox ears and tails, but they fit you. Thanks, I guess. Okie dokie. Let's get it on. Hey, Krillin, can you pass me a sensory beam? I'm sure. Krillin gives Goku a sensory beam. Hey, Cell. Sensory beam! What? Krillin screams as Cell would catch the sensory beam and says, thank you, Goku. Dad! He's going to kill me! Why did you give him the sensory beam? He needs to be at full power, right? As Cell would eat it. Hey, it's not my fault. As he would eat the sensory beam, and as you feel the power, as his bones, his blood will feel better. And I was like, ugh. Yeah, suck a kale. Green's good. As Cell would fly down, and as he would look at Gohan. Are you ready, boy? Now, Gohan would say, no. And as this is when he would say, well, no, never. As he would start to charge his ki up. As he screams, his ki to charge. As also, he starts to charge his chakra. And as this buildup of energy, these 2 types of energy will start to build up. And as a burst, this explosion of power would come. And as Gohan right there, As he'll look at Cell, saying, "Okie dokie. Now I'm ready. Bring it." As also going, like, "Wait, hang on." And as this is when he'll pull something out, as he'll tie the headband around his head and tighten it, saying, "Yep, I'm ready. Let's do this." Also, Gohan, Tori, and KCM, just to say, instead of it just looking off of him in flames, they apparently just fused KCM with Gohan Super Saiyan. So, Gohan is already pretty much at full power. This is when Gohan would say, "Bring it." So would rush right at Gohan, and as Gohan would dodge the first strike. So, as these strikes would be fast and quick, Gohan, who would have Sage Mode activated at the next strike, would deflect Cell, and as he would shoot a right hook, but completely missing. Cell would say, "What was that?" And as he would be blown back, Cell would be like, "What the?" And as then he would cover his mouth, and as he would look at seeing blood. As he would spit the blood out, as he would wipe it away. So he has got some little techniques, don't you, Gohan? Got little tricks. But not all tricks help you. Now, Gohan would say, "You sure about that?" And as Gohan would now pull out some knives, kunais, 3-pronged kunais, and as then he sort of spin them around. This would be like of ninja wiring. As Gohan would say hello to my little friends, and as he would throw them across the battlefield, these would be going at supersonic speeds. Well, not supersonic, but I guess they are supersonic speeds because they're thrown pretty fast. And as Cell would dodge a couple of them, but Cell getting cut by, 2, 3 there. Cell would say these kunais are strong. These knives are strong. But what is their purpose? Gohan, who would throw the kunais, and as each one of them would have now the wiring around to Gohan, as he would now drop the wiring and put it around the middle where he's standing, and put a paper bomb that would turn invisible. Okie dokie, so it explode as I did the hand sign. As Gohan would look, Cell would say, "What are you doing, Gohan?" Nothing." "What are you waiting for? You just gonna stand there, Cell? You're not gonna come for me?" Cell would say, "Watch your mouth, boy." And as he would launch himself towards Gohan. Gohan would start to dodge the attacks. And as they start to fight, Gohan will throw blows, completely missing Cell, but Cell's still getting hit. Cell's not understanding what's happening. Everyone will be confused how Gohan's completely missing the hits, but they hit Cell anyways. So when Trunks will say, "How's Gohan missing? Gohan's missing the hits, but how's he making the blows? They're not even close to Cell at all." This one Goku says that's his sage art. His sage jutsu. Gohan told you that his sage art he can use his nature chakra. It's all around us. There's abundance of it. And he can use it to fight. He can deflect attacks. He can use attacks that completely can still hit people if they're not even close to going at all. And also, he's tough as a rock. I fought him a couple times in stage mode. He's really hard, though. Hard as a stone. Harder than anything I ever punched. He barely even flinches if you do hit him in sage art. Vegeta's like, so this brat, no wonder there's something felt different about him, using the nature around him as his power, cutting it. What Kakarot says is true. If this is just some of God, this is just a part of Gohan's power. From his past life, what else had he even achieved? Vegeta would be pissed as he sees that Kakarot's brat surpassed his own father. As he looks at Trunks, and as he thinks, even my own son surpassed me. What am I even doing anymore? Back to Gohan versus Cell. The fight will be basically just going plain on simple. Gohan would be enjoying it, more likely going on his instincts back in the elemental nations, as he'll pull out a kunai and cut Cell as he'll disappear, as Cell have a cut right on his cheek, and as he would put his hand to his face to look at the blood again. This boy disappeared right in front of me. This is when Gohan says, "Don't worry, Cell." From where that came from, and as Gohan would launch himself towards Cell, and as they would go back to fighting. Cell would throw a kick, Gohan would jump over it, as he would do a very familiar cross hand sign, as the words would say, "Shadow Clone Jutsu!" And as 500 versions of Gohan would appear out of poofs of smoke, and as they would all be confused, like, did he just make clones? Yamcha says, "Yep." Goku says, "He made clones. They're solid clones, but they can be punched away by one hit. So what's the point of having clones if they just get taken down by one hit? They collect information. If the clones last long enough, they can collect information. It's called shadow clones. Very highly technique, but dangerous to the brain. And believe me, Gohan knows how to use it. As Cell finds this difficult, and as he's completely getting overwhelmed by this boy. How could I, Cell, be overwhelmed by this boy? And as he would blow them all back with this sheer power, as some of the clones would poof away. This, I had enough, Cell said, and as he would blast most of the clones away with some rapid ki blast attacks, as he looked at the remaining Gohan. This ends here. And as Gohan would disappear, and Cell would kick, and this is when Gohan would appear right behind him and gets back as a poof of smoke. A clone, then worse, I'm right up here. As a ball of energy would be spiraling on Gohan's hand as he was slamming it right down on Cell's back. As Cell would feel this ball of energy grinding into his back as he screamed out in pain. As Gohan would disappear and as he would appear again. Whew. Is he down? So say that's good technique. I have to admit, you surprised me, Gohan. But I think I'm done playing. As Cell would power to his full power. Gohan will be like surprising. This is his full power? How am I supposed to even match it? As the Cell disappears, and as he'll say, "You're not the only one with tricks." And as Gohan sees Cell's fist right in his gut, and as Gohan will spit out some blood, and as Cell starts to beat the complete shit out of Gohan. As this will continue on, Gohan is pummeled by Cell, and as the other Z fighters were looking at Gohan had the upper hand until Cell released all that power he was holding back the whole time. he was using Gohan. Like, Gohan punch him, hit him, show him most of his techniques. But Cell used it and read him like a book. Then they would, as the first to watch Gohan Cell, it was going to go back to the original fight. Gohan having a huge advantage. As Gohan would collapse on the ground, and as he struggled to get up, ow. So powerful. How did I not see this? This is when a voice in his head would say, as Kurama would say, I'm healing your wounds right now. It's gonna take a while. Thanks, Kurama. As Kurama would start to heal his wounds, if only I had more power, I could probably stand a chance. And as his voice would say, maybe you could. And as this is when Gohan would say, is that Yuki? Kurama would say, what's up, Kurama? How's it going? Good to see you. As another voice would say, where are we? What is this place? Oh, this is Naruto's Mindscape. Is this Naruto? He looks different. Yes, Kurama says. Welcome back, Son Goku. The brass going, it's this guy. As most of the beaches wake up again, and as they'll pretty much look at Gohan's memories. Shikaku will say, you gotta be kidding me. You were weak as a baby. You weren't even weaker when you first fought Gaara. Shut up, Shikaku. Can you get up? Masato says, yeah, I can get up. This Cell's completely a jerk. Chome would say, come on, get up, you gotta save the world. But she says, yeah, I'm going to. As Gohan gets up finally, Cell would say, I think it's time for some friend to join. As Cell will start to spawn the Cell Juniors. And oh, how I hate those things. As they would all appear, Gohan will look and like, that was disturbing. Now, everyone would look, and they'll all be kind of like, are those Cell Juniors? Goku says. Don't call them that, Vegeta says. Vegeta! Say hello to my children, Cell says. There's Rodri, Kyle, Cole, Kai, Zane, Jamal, and Vegeta Jr. Vegeta! Go, my children. Go play with your little toys. And as the Cell Juniors were launched right at the Z Fighters, Cell Juniors incoming! Don't call them that, Vegeta says. And as they would brace themselves, as Gohan would say, oh my god. I'm glad I find the original Cell. Because those things look like abominations. And as they start to completely pummel them to the ground, as Gohan will start to get up, as he's about to move, but Cell says not so fast. As he would grab Gohan and would slap, just smash him down to the ground once more. You're going to watch. Watch as my children completely and utterly destroy their hope. You won't. I will. Cell would chuckle, and as Gohan would completely watch helplessly as every one of them is about to be pummeled and beaten by these abominations. And this is when, just like Hercules, Hercules would still throw Android 16's head. Because that's still pretty much the same. As 16's head would roll around and appear right in front with Gohan and Cell. Very much he is supposed to give the same speech because, I don't see the big difference and I like the speech anyways. And Gohan would completely look 16 and as Cell would say, 16, glad for you to join. But I already have a way to do this. But as he starts to walk towards the head of 16, we're going to do this my way. And as he completely crushes 16's head, just like that, Gohan looks in utter horror as the memory chip, we took that from 16, would flash as it fades. Gohan would look, and as the boiling rage in him, and as he would just let it go, just like 16 said. As he would just scream out in a primal rage, and as a bunch of energy and power would be released. After that complete shocking discovery, Gohan as a Super Saiyan 2 would emerge. Finally coming out, and as you look at Cell, very pissed. You hurt my friends. You beat me, and you tried to destroy my hope of beating you. I'm not going to show you any mercy. You deserve none. And as he would completely start to pummel Cell to the ground, just like the original, but with a bit more finesse. And a bit more aggression too. Because that's kind of my favorite part. Everyone will be watching in surprise and shock as Gohan completely transformed to this new form and starts to pummel Cell. They would all be like, Gohan changed. He's completely different from before. Trunks says, his energy's enormous. Vegeta's like, the hell? Every time. He's really strong before, but now he's even stronger. As the battle would continue on, Gohan would completely obliterate Cell with Kamehameha, and Cell would still be there. And as he was like, aren't you full of yourself? And as Cell would regenerate his other half of his body, as he would say, well, that's not gonna go good. As Gohan would be right in front of him. Bye-bye. That's a kick to the face. The famous Uzumaki dab kick. As Cell's completely spiraling to the ground, as he smashes into the ground, Cell's like, ugh. Fuck. As Cell's like, ugh, that hurt. As Gohan would be right in front of him, and as a gut punch to the stomach, and as Cell would reel back in pain, as he would start to barf, and as he vomits out 18. And as Krillin would say, that's 18. Gohan would say, that's pathetic. Borrowing power from someone that never even gave you the okay. You're weak. And as this is when Gohan raised his hand, bye. So say, no, I won't let that happen. As he was completely start to grow in size. Now Gohan would look in shock as Cell will start to grow in size. As Cell grows in mighty size, Gohan was like, how on earth? What the hell? How did you get so? Don't worry about it, Cell says. In under 30 seconds, I'll blow the whole Earth and this whole solar system to space dust. Nothing will escape. I am the perfect being. Well, crud. Gohan will look and say, that's not good, gotta think of something to do. As this is when, if he blows up. Alright, got any options? Geeko will say you can cover him in ink. I don't think that's gonna work. This is when Chum says fly him up in the air and throw him into space. If I touch him, he's gonna explode. Maybe Shikaka says maybe you can burn him. Maybe you can cover him in sand. Lots of sand. But won't that just burn once he explodes, ignites and explodes? True. Kurama would say, you can use Amaterasu and burn him. Won't that just ignite him? I don't know what to do. I can't use the flying Raijin because I haven't teleported anywhere off of Earth. Well, that's bad. Bad. It's terrible. As this will be going through Gohan's mind, as everyone will be kind of like, Gohan doesn't have any techniques to get us out of this one, huh? Not even his flying Raijin can get him out of this one. I guess not, Goku says. Well, I guess we gotta do this. As he'll put two fingers on his head, his middle and index, as he'll say, bye guys, as Goku would intermission out of there. Wait, Goku? And as the all because he's like, where's he going? Wait. Piccolo says, he's not going to. As Goku would right in front of Gohan with Cell. And Cell be like, huh? The hell? As Gohan like, Dad? Gohan, you made me proud today. I'm proud to be your father. You gotten stronger, a lot stronger than I thought you would have. I'm so proud. Tell your mother I'm sorry. I couldn't keep my promise to her. And also, your mom's pregnant. Huh? So I'm gonna leave that to you. Okay, bye! And as he would, leave that problem with Goku. Gohan was like, did he just abandon me with this problem? Oh. And as the explosion would happen, as Gohan would be his father's energy. As he looks for it, it's gone. Piccolo say Goku's energy. It's gone. Gohan would clench his fist. I failed again. I failed my friends. And this is when Cell would appear right there, sending an energy blast right through Trunks' heart. Everyone would be surprised, and as they thought Cell was completely dead. Gohan would look at us and say, You're still alive. Of course I'm still alive. Cell says, I have a small little mass in me. That mass contains intact. I can continue regenerating. And not also I gone past Gohan's power. I also learned Goku's engine transmission. I guess that makes me more, even more perfect. In your little tricks, I know them all, Gohan. But the chakra and everything, you won't surprise me today. Gohan says just because he knows about chakra and everything else about it doesn't mean he knows its full capabilities. A lot more you don't know about it. We'll see about that as the two would get back in the fight stance. As they would be about to attack by each other, but this is when Vegeta would have gone on a rampage, just like the original, and started blowing Cell up of, very lot of Ki blast. Cell would have still done what he did, slapping him away, and Gohan and Cell would look right at each other about to clash. As Vegeta say, Cell, as he about to find another Ki blast, Cell's like, just quit it, as he was sent a huge wave of energy. Gohan would disappear right in front of Vegeta, and that's a big explosion would happen. Gohan would come out, flashing away the others, but also with a badly damaged arm. God. And as Kurama's chakra would start to cover that part of his arm. As, well, yeah, I'm gonna leave it here, because, yeah, but